Oh my gosh. Chase remembered something really important last time. He remembered that the picture of the girl was used to hang in his neighbor's house. And now he's up on his roof. And let's see. Suddenly, I just know. I run back inside, tear up the stairs to my bedroom, step out onto the perch that was so much a part of my old life. I start to climb, my rubber soled sneakers clinging to the rough shingles. The dormer, which houses my room, is beside me, but that leaves a sloped path about 3 feet wide leading straight up to the top. As comfortable as I am on the section of roof right outside my window, the steep slog to the peak is another ball game. The grade is sharp, and the higher I go, the clearer the image of exactly what must have happened over the summer becomes, and how far I must have fallen. The ground seems so distant, it should be in another zip code. I'm amazed I didn't dash my brains out on the grass. I get on my hands and knees, and my ascent becomes a crawl. I feel a little more secure this way, especially as I near the apex where I can use my right arm to cling to the dormer. I'm pretty scared, but I'm even more determined to get up there. For me to remember the little girl in blue, she must have been the last thing I saw before the accident. That makes sense, since the roof is the only place I could have seen her from. I can't explain it, but I am positive the key to what happened to me lies a few feet ahead. I stretch out my arm, get a grip on the top of the A-frame, and haul myself up to gaze down at the Tottenham's house. There it is, the floor-to-ceiling window of the sunroom. I can even make out the large faded rectangle on the wall where the picture must have hung. Okay, I think, this is where I was when I fell. But it still doesn't answer the big question. Why did I come up here? Was I spying on the Tottenhams in their sunroom? I was rotten enough, but why would I care what they were doing? Besides, according to Mom, we were friends. I could have just knocked on their door. Why bother climb halfway up to the moon? Frustration wells up in me, mingling with my disappointment. So the little girl in the blue dress tells me where I fell from, but that's it. As I inch my way back from the peak, I extend my right arm, steadying myself against the cedar shakes on the side of the dormer. No sense repeating my swan dive off the roof, although it's more than I deserve. I almost slip as one of the shakes pulls away. A terrified gasp escapes me as I slide a little before stopping my descent with my feet. I hang on like a fly to a wall, while the racing of my pulse returns to normal. That's when I catch a glimpse of blue behind the dull brown of the loose shingle. There's something back there wedged in behind the loose wood. I know what it is even before I reach for it. My hand closes on the silky blue ribbon and I draw it out. As I draw it out, I feel the weight of the military decoration attached to it. The gold five-pointed star catches briefly on some insulation, and there it is. Mr. Solway's Medal of Honor. Stolen, hidden, forgotten, and discovered again. Then, as if finding the medal has unclogged a drain, the memory of my accident pours back into me. It starts at the apex of the roof with me gloating over the brilliance of my hiding place while peering down through the sunroom window at Mr. Tottenham next door. He's in the lotus position on the floor performing awkward yoga in front of the painting of the girl in blue. That's what does me in. The hilarious sight of my overweight neighbor twisted into a pretzel looking like a giant mutant lemon in his skin-tight fluorescent yellow workout suit. I let go for just a second, reaching for my phone to get a picture of this one-man comedy routine. And the next thing I know, I'm skidding down the roof, the rectangular pattern of the shingles becoming a blur as I pick up speed. I claw madly at the slope, desperate for a handhold, a foothold, anything to stop my descent. It's no use. My momentum is too much. I'm falling. When I hit the eaves, I flip over a little, giving me a terrifying view of the yard as it screams up to meet me. I know dizzying acceleration, and I brace for impact. But the memory ends there. I don't have to hit the ground a second time. So that's how it happened. The mishap that turned my entire life upside down and almost killed me. Serves me right for snooping on poor Mr. Tottenham. How is it my business if he wants to do yoga in form-fitting spandex? But that was the old Chase. Everything was his business because he said it was. What was I planning to do with the picture if I'd managed to get the phone out of my back pocket? Show Aaron and Bear and the football team? Post it on Facebook? Print up 50 copies and plaster them all over town? I sigh. Who knows why that Chase did what he did? I should probably just be grateful I don't have to be him anymore. The metal clutched tightly in my palm, I climbed down gingerly, careful to keep both hands and feet on the roof at all times. My mind is whirling. Brendan's house will just have to wait. Nothing there can be as important as returning this to its rightful owner. I have to see Mr. Solway. Near the eaves, I slide on my butt to my window and throw a leg over the sill. Chase? Uh-oh. Mom, you promised you would not go out on that roof ever again. Do I have to nail your window shut? I just blow past her. Sorry, Mom. I toss over my shoulder. Gotta get to Portland Street. I'm not finished yelling at you yet. Have you forgotten what happened to you last summer? Do you have amnesia about the amnesia? I run down the stairs calling, I'll explain later. In the kitchen, I snatch a soft dish towel off the drying rack and wrap it around the metal. I jam it in my pocket and blast out the door. So, now we know what he was doing on the roof that caused him to fall, and we know that he's going to do the right thing and return the metal. What's Mr. Solway going to do when he gets it back? We'll find out next time. I'll see you later. Bye.